executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. First carry for Peyton Barber. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. On 3rd down, here comes Barber. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. The Redskins have Greg Stroman back deep. This will be fielded at the 17. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. So out comes the Redskins offense as they get their first shot. They're led onto the field by their quarterback, the former Houston Cougar, Case Keenum.
Case Keenum won't overwhelm you with his athleticism, won't wow you with his arm, but somehow, when he's on the field and he's in charge, the ball gets moved by his offensive teammates.
Keenum on 1st down. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Keenum. Josh Doxson's got it complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Keenum going to throw. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Now we've got whistles here before the snap. Was this on the Redskins? I think so. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Hopkins' kick is good. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Yeah, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one's been all about the defense. Just a lone field goal in that first half. And as a result, not too much available in terms of highlights. But that's okay. We've got a full half to go. And to bring it your way, let's get back out to Brandon and Charles.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And the Redskins retake the field for drive number 2. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll fake the handoff. Now Keenum. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now Keenum. It's brought in by Dodson. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave him with just one timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They run with Thompson. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. to Thompson on the draw. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. A shotgun snap for Keenum. Open man is Quinn. He completes it. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. As a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards, so many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's who you're looking for.
He'll look to throw. This goes to Barber, the running back. And he goes out of bounds and looks like right at the 50.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Four receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7. Winston now from the 50. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended receiver, Andre Ellington. 3rd down here. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now Winston. He's got Evans. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
This is where hustle and urgency come into play. I think you've got to get up there and spike it.
Trying to hurry to the line on the very outskirts of field goal range. Back to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 36-yard line.
So a victory here for the Washington Redskins. And not all W's are created equal, CD, and this one came in shutout fashion.
Well, their offense certainly didn't need to do anything, right? They could take the day off, and they did. But the defense, they carried them in a big way.
Yeah, look, the offense, obviously stuff to work on, but they did enough, and the defense carried the load.
But you know what they say, it's always fun to work on things if it didn't go well in your game with a victory in your pocket. And that's what they've got going forward.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we bid you good night from Tampa.